So give me this my book. Go to the room and look, bring a pen. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Hello, thank you for joining this live session. Please subscribe to the channel and like the live. Queen Alice Empire, good morning. Thank you for joining this live session, Queen Alice. Thank you. Jashu Balapu King, hello. Oh, wow. I think I have just queens and kings joining me today. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining this live session, all right? Happy Sunday. Jinda Kaur, hello. Thank you for joining my live session. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. My hair? Okay, thank you so much. Jida, thank you for appreciating my hair, okay? Oh, like done. Thank you so much. Jashu King, thank you, okay? Please do get post time out from your life. Yes, Queen Alice, I do get that, okay? As a matter of fact, that is why it is good to go live, because from live you get watch hours. Thea is the best. Hi, thank you for joining my live session, Thea. Please like the live and subscribe to the channel, okay? Please. You're welcome, Queen. You're welcome. I think you're in the same journey like me, right? So I wish you luck, okay? Azamat. Hello, Azamat. Thank you for joining this live session. Big M. Hello. Happy Sunday. You just subscribed? Okay, Queen. I'll make sure to check out your channel too and subscribe, okay? What's the name of your channel? Azamat, hi. Please subscribe to the channel and like the live session, then comment done for me to specially thank you for joining my live. Please do that, all right? Oh, I think, yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Just a minute. Let me do something. I want to quickly take down something. My phone. Just a minute. Thank you for joining this live session. Please subscribe to the channel, like the live, and comment done. Bebe. Hola. Hola, Bebe. Thank you for joining this live session. Are you Spanish speaking? Español? ¿Cómo te llama? Ah, te llama bien. Is that how they answer? Yes, Big M, I remember. Okay. I remember that you liked and subscribed. So thank you for doing that. And thank you once again for joining my live session. Hussein, where are you from? I am from Cameroon. Cameroon is in Africa. Cameroon is it can be considered to be in West Africa. It can equally be considered to be in Central Africa, okay? But most part of Cameroon is considered Central Africa. So, yeah, Cameroon is Central Africa. Hussein, where are you chatting from? Where are you chatting from, Hussein? ¿Cómo te sientes? Ah, baby, I am fine. No, I don't know how to answer back in Espanol. Okay, I do not speak that, but I really like the language, so I'll try to learn. King Dexy, hi! Thank you for joining my live, King. Please subscribe to the session. Okay. Okay, from Palestine. Wow, that's good. How many languages do I speak? I can say that I just speak English very well. I equally speak a little bit of French, okay? Big M. I got a good command of English language. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am working on improving. Yeah, I want to improve because I really do love English language. King Dexy, thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, thank you. God bless you. Please, as you join, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe and leave a like on the live. And thank you for the hearts you're pumping. I am seeing them. I am seeing them. Bebe, can you please just write some small English for me? I am not very versed with Spanish. So please just write some small English, okay? Thank you for the hearts. I see them. I see them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining this live session. Please subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please subscribe. Subscribe. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please subscribe as you join. Your subscription means a lot to me. Okay, so happy Sunday. How is Sunday going in your area? How is Sunday going at your side? Did you go to church like I did? Okay. Thank God, King Dexy. Please, where have you joined from? Josefa Datud. What country are you from, please? Oh, okay. I am from Cameroon, Josefa. I am from Cameroon, okay? Cameroon is in Africa, in Central Africa, though we are equally considered to be part of West Africa. Great. Okay, that's good. Thank God. Thank God. So what are you doing today? What are you doing on Sunday? Thank you for joining the live. I see the likes increasing. Keep doing that. It makes me so happy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you don't have plans for today. It means you just want to have your alone time. You just want to rest. I take it. That's a good plan. Pinoy! Pinoy, thank you for joining. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Pinoy. What's my name? My name is Felicity. Okay, so the channel name is Learn English with Felicity Hub. Ghana, please subscribe to my channel, all right? EZWS, hello. Thank you for joining my live session. Please subscribe to my channel, okay? Josefa, oh, from Mawindi, Africa. Mawindi, that's good. I think I've heard that name, Mawindi, in a movie. No, I am not Kenyan. I am a Cameroonian, okay? You've already subscribed. Ghana, thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Isaiah Otsugari. Hi. Get out. Yes, it is daytime here, okay? As a matter of fact, this is morning. Yeah, the time, this is afternoon, a few minutes past noon, past 12. Welcome back, King Dexy. Nitin Shiradawade. Welcome to this live session. Please subscribe to the channel. I am from Cameroon. Okay. Pinoid, you say you need some guidance on how to be more patient. All right, let me take on that topic now. Jonathan, hello and welcome to this live. Please subscribe to the channel, okay? Josefa, how old am I? Why is my age important? Nitin Sherad, okay, you're Indian. All right, thank you. Thank you. I am so calm and humble. Thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate. Back to Pinoid, you said you need some guidance on how to be more patient. Okay. Okay, you're just asking. All right, all right. Well, I am 30 plus. Yeah. I hope I've answered your question. Are you satisfied with the answer? Now, patience, in English language, it is commonly said that patience is a virtue. All right. Now, why do we say patience is a virtue? This is because not everyone can be patient. Yeah, not everyone can be patient. There are times that even you are so patient, you get to your limit and then you like just blow out. I look 20. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It is the Lord's doing for me to look this young despite my age. So I was saying that patience is something that you really need to have the determination to practice before you can really exercise patience, because honestly, it is not easy. So one of the things I think you can do to exercise patience is for you to first and foremost be patient with yourself, be tolerant with yourself. Yes, that's the word. Be tolerant. My name is Felicity. Felicity. So the channel name, Learn English with Felicity Hub. Please subscribe to the channel as you join and leave some likes on the live session. Yeah, so I was saying that you have to be tolerant, because when you are tolerant, when you see that something is going wrong and you can tolerate, you can hold yourself back. Yeah, it will help you to. That is already you being patient. Okay. Please, 1 minute. Let me get back. Okay. All right, so now what do we do apart from being tolerant? I think one of the first things for you to do in order for you to be patient is for you to recognize the importance of patience. Is it important for you to be patient? If the answer is yes, then you will definitely learn other ways of being patient. Do you get? So when you know that patience is very important, you learn. Like, I think you, Pinoid, already know that patience is important. That is why you want to learn how to be patient. Yeah, so the first step is to identify that patience is important. The second thing is for you to identify your triggers. What does this mean? This simply means that, for example, if you're staying with people and then you know that when there is dirt on the floor, it triggers you, it makes you to be angry, you will try to work on that aspect. Okay, you will realize that, let's say, for instance, if you come back from work and you see that your home is dirty, the first thing is for you to be calm. Just put it in your mind that maybe the house is dirty because the people who were around were busy doing something else. Yeah, just try to make excuses for people before you react. Yeah, so the first thing, you recognize that patience is important. The second thing is for you to identify what triggers you to be impatient. Are we communicating? Thank you. I see the hearts. I see the smiles you're pumping. I see the flowers you're giving. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Oh, Jonathan Coffee, you are not strong. Why? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Okay, then the first, when you recognize the importance, then you identify your triggers. What are you supposed to do to be patient? What are some of the things that you can do? The first thing that you can do for you to practice is for you to take deep breaths. Now, what does this mean? This simply means, let's go back to the issue of what if I was in a bad mood and they didn't clean? Yeah, I was about going there. Now, you were in a bad mood and they didn't clean, right? So, when you get back home and you see that the place is dirty, now the first thing for you to do is to take some deep breaths. Now, you get in, the place is dirty, hold yourself, just stand and then you meditate. Within you, ask yourself, if I react like this, what next? Will it solve the issue? Will it automatically clean this place? If the answer is no, you know how to respect or to comport yourself, all right? So while standing, you breathe in and out. You breathe in and out. When you're doing that, it relaxes your muscles. It makes you to have some time to reflect and then act accordingly. I know that it is not easy, but it is something, when you set your mind to do, you definitely achieve it. Yeah, so the first thing that you can do is to take in deep breaths, okay? Yeah, you breathe slowly, calm yourself. Breathe in, breathe out when you're calm. Okay. Now, the second thing that you can do is for you to pause and reflect. Like I earlier said, you need to pause, reflect, and make excuses on behalf of the person or the persons involved or the trigger. Yeah. So the first one, you take deep breaths. The second, you pause and reflect. The third thing that you can do is set realistic expectations. Yeah, this is very important. When you set realistic expectations, it is very important because some of us we get angry, we get triggered by things that are unrealistic. Yeah. Um, Now let's just take this the case. Let me go back to the house issue, the issue of datingness. Let's take, for example, a husband and wife living together. Now the husband comes back and sees that the house is really dirty, and then he wants to flare up, forgetting that, oh, maybe this house is dirty because my wife had the kids to attend to, she had work to attend to, she had to cook, she had to do other things before thinking of cleaning the house. Okay, then you also have to consider the fact that maybe your wife has not cleaned because she had programmed herself to start from one chore to the next. I don't know if what I'm saying is, makes sense a little. Yeah, okay. So the next one, setting realistic goals. You have to be realistic because your wife is not a machine or a robot that can work non-stop. Yeah, so when you set realistic goals or expectations, you would put yourself in the person's shoe and you know that this person might have been tired at a certain point. Mhm. So the next thing that you can do to practice patience. Network, sorry, my network is a bit shaky. Oh, you want to speak the language Anglais pretty well, but you are alone. Jonathan Coffee, when you made mention of Anglais, do you speak French? Do you speak French? Sorry, I have to constantly go to my screen because I have some messages coming in that I just quickly flip away so that I can attend to you, my amazing viewers. Okay, you speak French. That's good. But your name sounds Ghanaian. Coffee is from Ghana, right? Or it is just the name just looks alike, like that of Ghanaians. Okay, so I was on point 4, which I said practice mindfulness in order to be patient. How do you practice mindfulness? You need to focus on the present moment and let go of worries about the future or the past. Yeah. What does this mean? This simply means that you have to let go of what has happened at the moment. Like the house is dirty, you forget about it and you say, okay, in a few minutes I think this house will be cleaned. Yeah. Or you just say, no, this house is not always dirty. So if it is dirty today, it means there is a reason for it. It means that my kids or my wife or my mates must have had something really important to do. That is why they have not. Simran, do you become invisible at night? No, no. I don't become invisible at night. I just stream at night without showing my face. I am sure that is what you meant, right? Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to the channel as you join. Yes, very helpful, and I'll remember next time I get irritated. Thank you so much, Pinoy. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Oh, you were kidding. So why did you even ask that at all? Why? Okay, so ah, Simran, thank you. Thank you for subscribing, okay? And thank you for joining my live session and interacting. This is so important to me. God bless you. Oh, you're Ivorian? Wow, so Ivorians also bear the name Coffee. Coffee. Jonathan Coffee. All right. Azamat, no, I don't. Hmm. I think I am limited in the languages I speak, okay? Sorry. King Dexy, welcome back. Welcome back, okay? that was rude. From India. Yes, I know a little about India. Then I equally used to love Indian movies. Oh, I remember in my secondary school days, there was this particular movie. I think in English it was translated to be Promise of Love or something like that, where we had the main character, the main actress, her name was Kushi. Yeah, I remember Kushi. And then the guy's name, what was the guy's name? Thank you, Pinoy. Thank you. I know you always mean well for me. Thank you so much for being so kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Friday born males are called coffee in Ghana. Really? King Dexy, you're from Ghana. That's good. King Dexy, I hope someday I'll get kente from you, right? Because the kente fabric is so good. It is very unique. It screams luxury. Simran, I don't have plans on doing that yet, but maybe, who knows, tomorrow is pregnant. Yeah. Okay, so back on our tips for being patient, we made mention of putting yourself in people's shoes. We said we should set realistic goals. We said you should take deep breaths. We said you should practice mindfulness. Okay. Now, there is something. How do we develop a patient mindset? Yeah, how do we develop a patient mindset? Please subscribe to the channel as you join. Thank you so much for joining. So, I think something or the first thing you need to do to develop a patient mindset is to develop or cultivate empathy. Empathy, what does this mean? This simply means that you put yourself in somebody's shoes. Yeah. Yesterday, we were talking about self love, and I made mention of the fact that you treat people the way you want them to treat you. So, this also is part of empathy, all right? When you treat people the way you want them to treat you, it means you are putting yourself in their place, you are putting yourself in their shoes. Rian, thank you for joining. I am fine. How are you too? So, the first thing is to practice or cultivate empathy. The second thing is to practice gratitude. Jay, be quiet. Sorry, don't mind. There are kids in the house making noise. So the second thing is for you to practice gratitude, okay? Focus on the good things of life. Focus on the good things that the people you live with do to you. Yeah, when you appreciate what they do, when you express gratitude, it makes you to be patient, because if somebody does something to you, you think of the good times, you think of the good times that you people have spent together. It helps you to hold your anger. It helps you to Comfort yourself. Yeah. So that is it. And when we practice gratitude, let us learn to say it out. Let us learn to say thank you. Let us learn to say sorry when we go wrong. Let us learn to appreciate people. Like what most of you are doing. You keep giving me good comments. You keep giving me good compliments. This is gratitude. So I am happy that I have people who show me so much love. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel as you join. Great God. Hi. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining this channel, for joining our live session. Please subscribe to the channel as you join. All right, so I said, how do you develop a patient mindset? The first one, cultivate empathy. The second one, practice gratitude. Now, let us take the third one, which is reframe challenges. Reframe challenges. Yeah. View challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Yeah, when people exactly, yeah, more people really need to practice empathy because our world today, I don't know what is happening. I don't know, but I think we are really lagging in the aspect of empathy. So yes, we need to improve. I want to become improve in English. Okay, Jonathan. So yesterday I said that I am working on creating my account on Preply. Okay, Preply is a forum where we teach English online. So when I am finally done, I would let you know so that I share the link, then you book for your English language classes. All right, I teach English online. You just use your phone or your laptop, and then I teach you English language. So when my account is completed, I'll share the link here. I'll be glad to have you. Okay, so the next thing I said was reframe challenges, that we should view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Yeah, when you see a challenge, maybe at your work site that can make you angry. For example, you have a boss who keeps annoying you, who keeps giving you so much pressure at work. How do you exercise patience with your boss? Now, you put these challenges, you put your task as a way of improving on your skill or on your craft. Okay, because your boss too might be giving you stress at work because they want you to improve on something you think you are good at, but they are seeing that you're not really very perfect at that thing. So reframe challenges. Reframe means you should make them, like you take something and remake it. Yeah. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, this shows that at least I am trying my best in answering the question Peanut asked. He asked, sorry, that I should give tips on how to be patient. I hope my tips are helping. Yeah. Okay. So now the next thing for you to in developing a patient mindset is for you to celebrate small wins. Yeah. Acknowledge and celebrate small achievements. That is what this means. So, oh, sorry, let me drink some water. All right, I had to take that. So, when you celebrate small wins, when you appreciate the least good thing that happens to you or to your life or to people around you, I bet you would be patient. Because let us take, for example, you have invested some money into a business. You have bought, let's say, a bale of clothes. Then the bill arrives, and out of about 60 clothes in that bill, you have just 20 good ones. Yeah. I know that normally you would flare up. I know that normally you'll be so angry, you would get you might overreact. But when you do that, also remember that at least not all the clothes are bad. Even if it is one cloth, say thank God for the fact that I didn't receive a completely bad or poor bill. Yeah, so you celebrate the little achievements that you have. So that is it. Celebrate small wins. When you do that, I bet you'll be patient. When you cultivate empathy, you'll be patient. When you practice gratitude, you'll be patient. When you reframe challenges, you'll be patient. I have been trying to use my missteps as learning experiences like you. Okay, you see, so it means that I am really saying something that is in line with reality. Yeah, because this this topic is very important. And thank you so much, Pinoy, for giving me this topic. I actually planned on discussing something else, but this one is very important too. Yeah, so you've actually changed the topic for today, but it is really good and interesting. Okay, so now let's take another aspect of patience. So the first aspect of patience, we talked about practicing patience, and I gave some things. I said we should set realistic goals. I said we should practice mindfulness. I said you should breathe in and out. I said you should identify triggers. Then we talked about developing a patient mindset, where we talked about cultivate empathy. We talked about practicing gratitude. We talked about reframing challenges. And again, we talked about celebrating small wins. So, the next thing on patience that I want us to handle or to talk about is daily habits. Yeah, some daily habits that can help us to be patient. Some daily habits that can help us to be patient. Yeah. Dexy, I should be thanking you, all right? I should be thanking you for joining my live session, for subscribing to my channel, for liking the live, and for interacting. God bless you. Please turn on your notification bell so that next time I am live, you equally join. I would love to have you on my live again. Have a blessed Sunday. Okay, so some of the daily habits that you can use as far as practicing patience is concerned is to start small. Okay, practice patience in small everyday situations. Practice patience in small everyday situations. Yes, because it might be as little as you have cooked food and you have put too much salt, or somebody has put too much salt. Oh, the first time that happens, just try to calm yourself, and then you say, oh, this does not happen often. Then you see that you try to correct the person. Now you can flare up the next time the person repeats this same act. Yeah. But when you start small, practicing patience with small things, I bet you'll succeed. Mbusu Maziboko from South Africa. Thank you for joining my live session, Mbosu. Please subscribe to my channel, all right? Please subscribe and like the video, like the live session. Such good information. Thank you, Pinoy. Thank you. You caught me unawares, actually, but I should never be caught unawares. So I'm doing my best to give the information that I think is good. Bosu, welcome, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel all the way from South Africa. Okay, then I said start small. Your daily habits that can help cultivate patience, you have to start small. The second one is for you to be consistent. Yes, for you to be consistent. This simply means that you should make patience a habit by practicing it regularly. Yeah, most times just make up your mind that this thing that will trigger me, it will not succeed in triggering me. Mhm. Okay. And then the next thing is to seek support. Yeah, we are humans. We are all humans, and there are times you try to hold yourself, you try to be patient, and you go out of limit. You reach your limit point where you can no longer take it. So you are bound to react. So when this happens often, it is good to seek support. It is good to now we are in a digital world where everything has improved. We now have therapists. We now have counselors who can help us in any situation we find ourselves in. So when you see that the above things I have listed are not forthcoming, you can seek support. Okay. Jonathan, nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Nice to meet you too. Okay, so please, if you have any other thing, any other daily habits that you can do that you think can help us to be able to be patient, let's have that in the comment section. Let's have that in the comment section, please. But also remember one thing, or these few things that I'm about to say. Remember that patience is a skill. I first started by saying that in English language, we say patience is a virtue. A virtue is something that is good, something that is appreciative. So, patience is a virtue because it takes some sort of maturity, it takes some sort of self-discipline for you to be patient. So patience it does not come on a platter. So remember that patience is a skill. It can be developed and improved with practice. Yeah, like any other skill, like what skill can I talk about? Like digital skills, right? Yeah, you have to practice it, you learn the skill, you improve on the skill, you develop the skill, and you practice it. So that is what we mean by patience is a skill that needs to be developed, needs to be learned, developed, and improved upon by practicing. Okay. All right. So the next thing you should equally remember in your quest to be patient is that it is okay to make mistakes. Don't be too hard on yourself when you struggle with patience. All right. Accept that yes, you are human. You can make mistakes. You can get angry. The fact that you are patient, it does not mean that you should let yourself be taken for granted. No, do not let yourself be taken for granted. Do not let your good heart put you into trouble. When you reach a limit and you say it is okay, take your decision and move on. That is what it means. Yeah. Thank you for joining the live session. Please subscribe to the channel as you join and leave a comment in the comment section. Okay, please do that. Leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe and like the live session. Okay, another thing you should equally remember as far as patience is concerned is that patience pays off. Patience pays off. Cultivating patience can lead to greater peace. Yeah. When you're patient, you have peace, you have understanding, and you have stronger relationships. Now, when we talk about having greater peace, it's the fact that when you are patient, or when you have been patient to a greater extent, and then at a certain moment you decide to act otherwise, I am sure people around you would understand, because you have been patient all along. You have been tolerant all along. So at the end of the day, you have peace. You are fulfilled that, yeah, you do not just act out of proportion, or you do not just act without giving time. Be annoyed. Okay. A lot of times I lose my patience over something that's not really important. Definitely need to pause and think of your tips. Okay. Yeah, and I bet you these tips, when you put them to practice, they will help you. Yeah, that I know for sure. I am someone who is very patient. Yeah, I give you room to do what you want to do. I give you time to make your mistakes. Yeah, but when there is a limit to it, yeah, that is it. So be patient, okay? Just follow the tips that I have given, and then you see that you improve. You improve. Mhm. Jonathan, and I can say I already lost my matter based. Sorry, what does that mean? Oh, just a minute. Let me attend to something. Mom, you delete the volume. Okay, I am back. I had to attend to something. Thank you for joining this live session. Please subscribe to the channel and like the live session. Please subscribe, and like the live. Okay, so Peanut, that is it on the tips for exercising patience. I hope I hope they will go a long way to help you in life. Okay, thank you for joining this live session. Please subscribe to the channel and like the live session. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you too, Pinoy. Thank you for the important topic that you helped me, you know, tackle. Thank you. I am sure this will help others too, not just you. Okay, so let me touch a bit on the topic for today that I had earlier planned for us to tackle, which is overcoming anxiety and stress. I looked like a celebrity when I had pink hair. Me? Okay, you mean the other hair that I had on? Okay, Jonathan. Now I understand. You said you lost the matter. Okay, in relation to English language. No, do not give up. Okay, don't give up. Now, you just have to continue practicing. Or another tip that I can give you as far as learning English language is concerned is for you to watch English movies. Okay, watch English movies, interact with people who are English speakers, equally read English books. Okay, yeah, because when you interact with people who are English speakers, you get to improve on your English language. When you listen to movies acted in English, they help you to improve your language. Yeah. Then something that is very important as far as learning any language is concerned is for you to be confident. Yeah. Take the bull by the horn. Like, speak the language. Even when you make mistakes, just speak. There are times, like I said, I am still learning how to really speak French, but I don't shy away from speaking when I meet someone who speaks. Okay, I just speak my wrong French, I get corrected, and I move on. Yeah, so this means that I have confidence no matter the fact that I am speaking. I'm not very good at what I speak or at how I speak. I still speak. So do same for English language, okay, Jonah? I bet you would improve. And your English is not so poor because you write well. To the best of my knowledge, you write well. So, while waiting for me to be done with my account creation on Preply, just listen to English movies. Just watch English movies, all right? I am sure they will help you. Okay. All right, so I said that our topic is okay. No, that's not an issue. It's not an issue. I am rather happy that you had something and you felt like you gave me the opportunity to educate you. This simply means that you look up to me. Okay. So I really appreciate the fact that you think I can educate you all on something. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, for our topic, I'll still go to it. Let me just a minute, please. I'll definitely still go to it. Mm. Okay, so yeah, all right. Thank you for joining. Please, as you join, subscribe to the channel. Please, please. Now let's take the topic for today. Anxiety and stress. The topic is overcoming anxiety and stress. But before we even talk about overcoming anxiety, what is anxiety? Yeah, what is anxiety? What are some of the symptoms of anxiety? How do you know that you have anxiety? That is it. So, anxiety. It is a common anxiety is a common mental health condition characterized by feelings of worry, nervousness, or fear that are persistent. Yeah, when they say you have anxiety, you constantly worry, you constantly fear, you are constantly nervous. Like it happens every time. Yeah, so anxiety is a mental health condition. Yeah, it works on your mental health. So it can interfere with daily life, relationships, or your well-being. Because when you have anxiety, you might not be able to keep healthy relationships with colleagues, with your partner, with your children, or even yourself. Yeah. So anxiety is not good. It can interfere with a lot of things in your life. All right, Jonathan. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so just practice, all right? And please, I have some English lessons on my channel. Just go through the videos. I am sure you'll get one or two things that can help you. And subsequently, I'll definitely upload more English language lessons. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So you see, you write very good English. Okay, so just be confident. Be confident that whatever you write is good. Then, if you need any correction, someone can correct you. All right. And also, in line with being patient, you have to know that not everybody would correct you in a good manner. Okay, so you have to put it in your mind that there are people who can be rude to me just because they want to correct my English. I am not making excuses that rudeness is good. No. But just know that there are people that are not so kind with words. So expect anything as far as you want to learn. Okay? All right, so back to anxiety. Now, what are some of the symptoms of anxiety? What are some of the symptoms of anxiety? Remember, when I was defining anxiety, I already made mention of some of these symptoms. And I said the first one is excessive worry. Yeah, you are persistently and uncontrollably angry. You are uncontrollably worry about various things. It can be as little as water splashing on your body. It can be as little as you not waking up on time. It can be as little as you waiting for your favorite movie to stream and it's not forthcoming. It can be as little as you not having money to eat that day, so you keep worrying. You are excessively worried, forgetting that there are good and bad days. So this is a symptom of anxiety. All right. Um, the first symptom we have talked about is excessive worry. The second symptom is fear of apprehension. Fear of apprehension. What does this mean? This simply means that this is a feeling of fear about specific situations or objects. Like when you fear certain objects, it can be objects that are not even harmful. You get, for example, this is a pen. You can just be afraid to touch this pen because you feel like, oh, if I touch it, I might break it. Then you are afraid that you don't want to destroy this. It can be maybe you laundry. Yeah, fear of laundry. You want to do laundry and you feel like, oh, if I do this, I might not do it well, so I rather not try at all. Now that is a symptom of anxiety, especially when it is persistent, when it keeps happening over and over. Yeah, so that is it. So the first one, excessive worry. The second, fear of apprehension. Mhm. Fear of apprehension. Okay. Now the third, why are you making noise? Okay, so the third symptom is physical symptoms. Yeah, the third one, remember the first, we said excessive worry. The second is fear of apprehension. And please, let me just quickly go back to the first, which is excessive worry. Now, when we are talking about excessive worry, we also mean you being paranoid. Yeah, when we talk about paranoia, this is a situation whereby you are worried for no good reason. There is no reason for you to be worried, but you are actually very worried. Yeah, it means you're paranoid. So that too, if it keeps happening, that too is a symptom of um, anxiety. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So when you tell yourself that it doesn't matter, honestly, this works like magic. Yeah, it works like magic. For many, I don't know about others, but for me, that works too. Yeah, take for instance, you have you misplace or you lost a huge sum of money, even if it is not huge, right? Or you invest your money into something and then that thing does not come out successfully. And rather than killing yourself, rather than beating yourself up, you say, oh, this doesn't really matter. The fact that I am alive matters more than the money I have lost. I still have my hands, I can still work and get that money back. So yeah, this phrase, it doesn't matter, works like magic as far as anxiety control is concerned. Okay, so let me get to the other symptom. The third symptom is the physical symptom. And how do you realize that you have anxiety? You can realize this when you have rapid heartbeat, when you suddenly become very sweaty, when you tremble, or you have shortness of breath. Yeah, because there are some people that um, when they are worried, what happens next is that they start shaking, or you see their heart start pumping very fast. Yeah, when you realize that, when you see that you have those symptoms, just know that those are signs of anxiety and you need to control. Yeah. So physical symptoms have to do with rapid heartbeat, you have sweating, you have trembling, your hands are shaky, you have shortness of breath. These are symptoms of, or these are physical symptoms of anxiety. All right, the next one is the next symptom. The next symptom should be restlessness or irritability. Restlessness or irritability. Yeah, like you're restless, you're feeling you're feeling on edge, you're feeling restless, you feel easily irritated over little things. You're just restless. You want to sit, no, you feel like standing. You stand, you feel like lying down. You lie down, you feel like, jumping. You're just so restless. That is another symptom of anxiety. Yeah. Okay, the next symptom that we have is sleep disturbance, or what we call insomnia. Yeah, insomnia. Insomnia is when you have, or when you face difficulties sleeping. That is what is called insomnia. So, when you have difficulties falling asleep due to racing thoughts, due to the many problems that you have, you Jonathan, okay, your problem is listening. Hmm, your problem is listening. Okay, now, Jonathan, I'll give you a small tip on how to practice effective listening. Please, guys, I'll get back to our topic, okay? Let me just quickly help Jonathan out. Now, how do you practice effective listening? First and foremost, you need to have a reason for listening to someone speak. Okay. Now, if I am talking like I'm talking now, and you in your mind, you've already thought that there is no need listening to me, I bet you would hear what I am saying, but you will not understand. All right. So, the first tip for you to be able to be a good listener is for you to have a reason to listen to something or to someone. Yeah. Because when you have a reason or reasons, then you definitely pay attention. You will not just hear. Okay. There is a difference between listening and hearing. You can just hear something, like something can just bypass your ears and you hear the noise, but you you listen actively. When you listen, you actively do that. You use your mind, you use your heart, you put in your time to listen to something. So, Jonathan, in order to overcome your listening problem, just have a reason to listen. Then the second thing you can do is for you to listen actively. What does this mean? This simply means that listening actively is like, when you're listening to me right now, you try to participate in what I am saying. When I say something that makes sense to you, you nod. Okay, for example, if we were having this conversation face to face, what you do is that when you listen, you try to keep when you listen, you try to nod for or you make any sign which shows that you are understanding what I am saying. Okay, so this can help you in listening. Another thing you can do to effectively listen to anyone or someone is for you to how can I put this? For you to, should I say focus? Not quite. Yeah, focus is the word, okay? For you to, I'm waiting, please let me just, there's a particular word that I want to use. What's that? What's that? Anyway, let me just use focus for now. Maybe the word might come to mind. Okay. But what I simply mean is when somebody is talking to you or when you're having a conversation with somebody, especially when it is face to face, or even like right now that I am doing, just try to pay attention, focus on create a connection. Good, that is the word I was looking for. Like you create a connection between you and the speaker. All right, as I am talking, you try to keep contact. Like you look at me, you try to follow my gestures, you try to follow the way I pronounce things and all of that. That will help you in listening. Yeah, because most times, especially English learners, where this problem of listening is not peculiar to you, all right? Most people face this, but I bet you when you have a reason to listen, when you focus on the listener, when you actively listen, you would see that listening is not such a big deal. All right. I blush really bad. I turn red when I have to speak in front of a lot of people. Pinoid, really? Yeah, that's quite true. Yeah, that's quite true. Okay. Most people have this phobia for speaking, like public speaking, all right? Fear for speaking in public. I Let me just see. Let me just see. Hmm. Most people fear that. Okay. Okay. I wanted to be sure that I have the right word. Okay. So fear for speaking in public is known as glossophobia. Glossophobia. Yes, and glossophobia is very common with a lot of people. Okay. I too, I tend to have glossophobia, though very rarely. Yeah, and I cannot even say that I am perfect because I don't think I've really spoken to a big crowd. Yes, I have spoken. I like we have small gatherings that can be maybe 200 people. Yeah, I don't really consider that as a big crowd, right? Yeah, in such gatherings I can speak. So when in order to okay, Jonathan, please, I hope my tips on how to overcome your problem of listening help. And Pinoid, let me just say this. In order for you to overcome glossophobia, which is the fear of speaking in public, or which is for you to be able to avoid blushing or turning red, is for you to know your topic. All right. For example, if you have a presentation and you are being called to speak somewhere, know what you are about to say. Practice it very well. Mentally unstable. Thank you for joining this live session. Yes. What is the question, please? Ask while I answer to Pinoid. So, Pinoid, I was saying that you have to know what you are going to present. Okay, you practice it very well. Prepare very well on whatever it is you want to present. When you know what you want to present, it gives you confidence to be able to say it to anybody or to anyone. All right. Another thing that you can do is for you to know your audience. This simply means you should know the people you want to talk to. Are you talking to only men? Are you talking to only women? Are you talking to singles, married people, divorced, or so when you know your audience, you'll be able to know the kind of topic to talk to them. All right. Exactly. Yeah, when you're prepared, you feel more confident. That's it. So that is just it. All right. I tell you, even these great many of the or most of the great public speakers that we know today, that we come across today, they equally had some stage fright at some point in time. All right, but consistency, practice help them to overcome, and they have become perfect or good at what they do. So if they can do it, why not you? Mhm. Mentally unstable, that's good. Okay, thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel, all right? Please subscribe and like this live. Please subscribe and like this live. Yes, stage fright. Stage fright is very common. There are times you stand in front of people and you feel their hands shaky, you feel their hands trembling, and it is really common. Okay, it is really common. Nobody just got up to be perfect at public speaking. No, it entails consistency, it entails practice. Mhm. It entails practice. So it is normal, and it is good that when you realize yourself that, okay, this is where I'm lacking, you try to work on it very well. Yeah. And then another way for you to another this might not help a lot of people, but it helps some people. When you have a presentation, just when you're done preparing it, maybe like taking notes or doing whatever, just try to stand in front of your mirror and talk to yourself. You make different gestures, you talk, and then you see how, if you can look at yourself in the mirror and talk without feeling shy, without feeling uh like without being uncomfortable, then you can equally face a crowd and talk. Okay. Then another way to overcome stage fright is for you to start small. Yeah, start small. Like when you are thinking of doing public speaking or giving a lesson somewhere, maybe just try to find out the number of people who attend. All right, so that you know that if there are about 50 people or there are about 500 people, now there are times you can turn down a presentation because of the number of people, just for your sanity, just for you to be able to practice with a smaller population, so that subsequently you can be able to deliver well in on a larger stage. So that's it. Okay, so I think we should go back to our lesson on anxiety. I already gave the I already gave the anxiety. Yeah, I gave the symptoms of anxiety, and now let us look at the different types of anxiety that some people experience. Yeah, the different types of anxiety. Remember, we said anxiety, you are excessively worried, you know, there are so many symptoms. So now, what are the different types of anxiety that we have? We have generalized anxiety disorder, which is the short form, or the acronym for this is GAD. GAD, generalized anxiety disorder. Yeah. This is excessive worry about everyday things. Like you're just worried. I am not sure I'll eat. I am not sure the food I'll eat will be tasteful. I am not sure where I am going I'll be able to board a taxi or a ride. What if I eventually board the ride? Will it be clean? Oh, this ride, just being worried over daily life activities. This is what is termed as generalized anxiety disorder. Yeah. And then the next one, or the second type of anxiety disorder, is panic disorder. Panic disorder. Recurring panic attacks with intense fear or discomfort. Yeah. Like this thing, you just panic. Somebody bangs the door, you panic. You just turn and you see somebody unexpectedly, you panic. That is called panic disorder. Please do not mind the noise in my environment. Remember, this is Africa, neighbors. We don't respect boundaries. Yeah, we don't respect boundaries. This is Africa. Maybe in Europe, in America, people do not shout, more than their environment. But here, we can't do otherwise. So please don't mind the noise in the environment. Yeah. Okay, we have talked about the first disorder, which is generalized disorder. The next is panic disorder. The third type is social anxiety disorder. Social anxiety disorder. This is fear of social performance or situations. Yeah, it is really not good because this, unless your case is really very severe, anxiety can be managed very well with therapy. Yeah, there is no need most times to give medication. Just having a conversation with your therapist can ease anxiety. Yeah. So, sorry, I focus just on anxiety. Anxiety and stress go together, okay? Yeah, so when I talk about overcoming anxiety and stress, they are the same thing, because when you are stressed, you tend to have anxiety. When you have anxiety, you tend to be stressed. So these two go together. Mentally. What are my reactions to Jake Paul and Mike Tyson? I recognize the name Mike Tyson. Is he the boxer or who? Um, you know, back in the days, in my university days, I used to be a fan of boxing or of wrestling. Yeah, of wrestling in particular, not boxing. I really used to love boxing a lot. So I knew about boxing, I knew about, you know, those who were involved. But recently, nah, I have no idea, okay? I'm sorry about that. So maybe you tell me what happened. Was there a match? How did it go? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for understanding. I'm only human and I am not. Oh, he got paid. Hmm. And I'm sure it should be a huge sum of money. These people make so much money. Yeah. You know, like I said back in the days, I really used to love wrestling in particular. Yeah. So I did not know that this thing was just an act. I do not think that it was like something that is it was, can I say, scripted. Yeah, when I watch wrestling, I would always feel so bad. I felt like this is what is actually happening. This is, it is now that at least as I am intellectually, expanding, I get to realize so many things. I get stomach issues when I have a lot of stress. Yeah. Now this too is quite normal, okay? For me, what I always experience is headache. Headache. I always experience headache when I am stressed. Most times my headache comes because of stress. When I think a lot, it just makes me to have headache. So for you experiencing stomach issues, it's quite normal. Yeah, I think that is your own symptom. So just try to work on on yourself so that you try to reduce the rate at which you stress. Okay, so the next type of disorder, remember we have talked about three: general anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety disorder. So the next type is phobias. Phobias simply mean fears, okay? Phobias mean fear. It can be the fear of, it can be glossophobia, which is the fear of speaking in public. It can be the fear of bathing, the fear of water. It can be the fear of planes. It can be the fear of anything. Okay, so this is another type of phobia. Yes, you got the spelling. Big M, you're back. Yeah, that is it. So we have different types of phobias. We have glossophobia. We have there's this okay, there is this fear of which is called gamophobia. This is the fear of getting married or of being in any relationship, any serious relationship. Yeah, I remember that. So gamophobia is a type of phobia. Okay, good luck at your job site. Good luck at work. Courage. Yeah, so the next type of anxiety disorder, the last type is post-traumatic stress disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder. This is commonly called PTSD. I actually got to know about PTSD in Nigerian movies. Mhm. Yeah, some of their movies are really educative. They make me to know about a lot of things. I think I got to know about PTSD. I came to know about what else? What else? Um, is it called Bella palsy or something like that? Yeah, in a Nigerian movie, I came to know about postpartum depression in Nigerian movies. So I learn a lot. When I watch movies, any movie, I do not just watch blindly. I have something that I learn from it. So PTSD is anxiety following a traumatic event. It can be the loss of someone, it can be the loss of something that you really value. So when you experience, uh, when you lose that thing, you are bound to have PTSD, which is post traumatic stress disorder. This stress comes as a result of losing something or something very important. Yeah. Oops, this topic is, quite long. Okay, so I'll quickly just talk about the causes, and the last thing I'll talk about the treatment or the management of stress and anxiety. So, what are the causes and risk factors of anxiety? Some of the causes can be genetics. Okay, Pinoid. Yeah, that's how it's called. Glossophobia, stage fright. Yeah. Did you know about gamophobia? I think, am I calling it, where is it gamophobia or gamophobia? I tend to get confused. This is the fear of getting married or being in a serious relationship. There are so many types of phobias that we should know of. Okay, so I would maybe sometime in another live session, I'll just bring up some new vocabulary so that we can learn the different types of phobia that we have. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so what are some of the causes or risk factors of anxiety? We have the causes can be genetic, okay, like it can be from your family history, some people inherit this, like genetics. Yeah, so that's how some people get anxiety disorders. The next one can be brain chemistry. Yeah, brain chemistry is like imbalances in your neurotransmitters. I'm not really, a science-based student, so there are some things that I don't really know much about, but I just know that brain chemistry has to do with imbalances in your neurotransmitters that contribute to anxieties, like your brain do not function well, they do not properly transmit information. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Mhm. Okay, so the third one is life experiences. Yeah, it can be anxiety can be caused by life experiences. If you've had traumatic events or stress or significant changes, this can cause anxiety. Yeah, so excuse me. So this, you have genetics, brain chemistry, you have life experiences. Then the last cause can be personality traits. Certain personality types may be more prone to anxiety. Yeah, personality like um yeah, when we talk about personality traits, we simply mean that different people have different things, different traits in them. Okay, yeah, that can cause anxiety. So let's take the last one, the last topic or subtopic: how to treat or manage anxiety, overcoming anxiety or stress. How do we overcome that? How do we overcome that? Oops, I need to take some breaks. How do we overcome anxiety, or how do we manage anxiety? So the very first thing, or the very first measure that I would suggest is therapy. Yeah. Anxiety can be managed using therapy. Okay. And this kind of therapy is called cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Yeah. So you can overcome anxiety by going through this therapy session or other forms of talk therapy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then the next thing you can do, or the next solution, can be medication. Mm-hmm. Which are antidepressants. Okay. And I bet you these medications only come in when your situation is beyond control. Most often, therapy is good, and then the other ones that I want to talk about, the other strategies that you can use. Okay. So the first one, we have therapy. The second, meditation. The third one is lifestyle changes. Yeah, you can do some regular exercise, you can do healthy diet, you can do relaxation techniques, you can take yourself for a picnic, you can just change your environment. Okay, this is what I mean by lifestyle changes. If you used to drink a lot, you reduce your drinking habit. If you used to eat a lot, which can cause you to be uncomfortable, you reduce your eating habit, and then you practice eating balanced diet. Mhm. All right, then the last but not the least is self-help strategies. Yeah, self-help strategies. So remember, the first, we have therapy, the next medication, the third lifestyle challenges, and the last one is self-help strategies. Self-help, as the name implies, means that you put in effort to help yourself. Okay. And how do you do this? You can do this by being mindful of the things you do, of the things you say, of the places you go to, and all of that. Okay. Now you can equally do journaling, like you can maybe write down some things. You can maybe join some groups of people, support groups. Yeah, you can join support groups of people who feel, or who are in the same, who have passed through what you're passing through. Okay. Because like I always say, experience is the best teacher. So when you interact with people who have experienced your situation, they'll be in a better place to help you. Wow. Peanut. What can I say? For you to stream this live right up to this time, I have nothing but thank you, and thank you. And I am so glad that you find my content um worthy of your time. I am glad that they help you. So, Pinoy, can you please do me a favor? Can you please share my content so that many other people can get to it and then stream the live too whenever I go live? Please, please, can you just take your share, click on the share button and share the live so that others too can be blessed? Ah, I knew you would do that. God bless you, Pinoy. Thank you. Ah, I think thank you is an understatement. Yeah, because you've been from day one that you started joining my lives. You always make out time to join my live sessions, or you even go to the videos I have uploaded, you watch, and then you give me feedback. This means a lot to me. It helps me to improve. It helps me to feel loved. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you. So the live will be done in a few minutes. I am really tired. I just came back from church and I decided to say hello to my amazing viewers and subscribers. So I need to rest now while I wish you a blessed Sunday. All right. And one thing you should know about our topic anxiety is that if you are struggling with anxiety, it is essential for you to seek help from a mental health professional. Okay, they can help you develop a professional plan to manage your anxiety and to improve your overall well-being. So when you realize that you panic, you worry over little things, you have fear of persistent fear of some particular things, just seek help. Go to a mental health professional. Seek a therapist that will help you out. Is that okay? All right. Thank you all so much for joining this live session. Pinoid, God bless you, okay? Thank you. Thank you and thank you. Yeah, you too. Have a great day. Goodbye. God bless you too, Pinoid.